Let me tell you a story. Y'all like stories? All right, let me tell you a story. All right, so I am married to the love of my life, Joy, which means I always have joy in my heart. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, some of you are laughing or whatever. It's true. We have fun together. And Joy's mom was recently diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so it's a path that some of you have walked with grandparents. It's a path that many faculty and staff have walked with parents. It's a path that the Lord has chosen for us to walk. And it's my firm conviction. It always has been a conviction of mine that if you're able to, and as long as you're able to, you take care of your parents. And so my parents took care of me when I couldn't take care of myself. It's a biblical responsibility to make sure you love your parents and you honor your parents well and you take care of your parents as long as you can. Now, there are times when you can't. I get all that. I'm not saying more than what I'm actually saying here. So her mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so you have noticed her up here with us. She's up here splitting time between Joy's brother, who's in Florida, which is where she really likes to be, especially in the wintertime, and then up here with us, where she loves all the activity and the fellowship and all that takes place. So I called our trustees and I said, hey, this is the journey that's ahead for us. Is there an opportunity where I could bring in one of those mother-in-law suite things behind where the president's house currently is and have it sit on the property just towards the back? I don't know if you've ever seen those. You probably haven't. You've had no reason to go look at mother-in-law suites, but they're really nice. I really like them. But the unfortunate part of that is some people call those granny pods. So we have a board of trustees that is incredibly generous and gracious and loves us and loves you, and they want to make sure that we have excellence in everything we do and quality stamped all over it. And so they were not excited about the idea of a granny pod being brought in and put on any university property. And so they said, let's look at how we could renovate. It's a 30-year-old house. It's a house that has 1.5 bath on the main floor. If you've been over there during the Christmas time, you've seen that line that goes to that 1.5 bath that's in the hallway. It doesn't have a downstairs bedroom, or at least it didn't until we converted the dining room into a downstairs bedroom for the time being. There are several things kind of missing with it for institutional purposes, including steps everywhere, which means not everybody gets the opportunity to come visit, which we don't like. And so as they looked at it, they thought this is just not a good use of money to renovate a house that's 30 years old that has all of these different issues. So the trustees decided that they were going to build a new house. Now, me as the president, I said, time out. I said, look, that's a bad idea. I said, because here's what everybody's going to say. This is a nightmare for me. Because everybody's going to say he can't be satisfied living in where he's living. Everybody's going to say, oh, it costs $5 million. Look, we don't live in San Francisco. Nothing around here costs $5 million. And everybody's going to say, using tuition dollars to make this happen. The trustees politely and graciously said, thank you for your opinion. You're not in charge. They're right. They're the ones that set the doctrinal statement. They're the ones, I'm a man under authority, just like all of us at some level are under authority. And so the response was, yes, sir, I understand. Whatever you see fit to do, see fit to do. So they went, they looked, they decided that to go against some of my concerns, that what they were going to do, they would vote on and they would pay for. So if they pay for it, there's no concerns then about student tuition. There were no concerns about me not being satisfied or us not being satisfied. Our desire was just to make sure we could take care of Joy's mom well. That's what started this. And so the trustees then decided and voted that we were going to build a new president's residence on campus. If you know where our driving range is toward the back of that area on Harbison Road at the corner of campus, in an area the campus wouldn't expand further into because it's a neighborhood. There are a lot of houses there. You wouldn't purchase that property because it would just be too expensive. There's farmland would be much less expensive in a way to expand the institution should it ever need to expand. This would put the house on campus and make it more convenient for you. If you've been to our house, you likely have had to get into a van at the student center and drive over and get dropped off and then get into a van and be driven back. This would allow us to have people walk over or do other things rather than drive vans to come over to the house. And so the trustees have voted And they have decided that they want to build a house, and they're going to pay for it through donations and through the current sale of the sale of the current residence. They're not going to sell it now. They're going to wait till the new one's built, we move into it, then they'll sell it. We're not going to be homeless. All right. Construction's going to begin soon. When construction begins soon, it's everywhere. Rumors happen. I don't think less of anybody because rumors happen. It's our sin nature. It's what we do. If we think we have news nobody else has, we like to talk about it. That's just who we are. So I wanted you to know the full story from me ahead of time so that when you see that construction taking place and you go, wait a second, he told us about this, and this, but what's that? You know what that is. And I'll let you see what it's supposed to look like. It's going to be nice. It'll be a flat entrance, as you see there, so that it will be accessible to everyone. It's going to have more than one half bath on the main level. It'll have 2 half public baths on that main level and some nice entertaining space because we love having you guys over. And we like to do big events as well as small events. And so it's going to accommodate that nicely. And so this will be great. It's been designed for anybody, not just for us, so that future presidents down the line will be able to enjoy that as well. And it's got a main floor master bedroom because most presidents are not my age, and one day I won't be my age either. And so when you get old, you don't like doing stairs and all that type of stuff. So it's kind of been designed like that. We'll love to have you guys over once it's finished, assuming that it actually happens. I do Lord willing now after faith, Lord willing for everything. So assuming it actually happens, we'd love to host you and have you over there at the right time. All right, so that's what's happening. Awkward conversation for me. So if you don't ask me any questions about it ever again, I'll be okay with that. I just wanted you to know. I wanted you to hear the story. All right, here's some new things going on this week.